What is up, guys? My name is Greg and I'm a digital artist. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 commanders that have been totally slept on, and of course, the art that comes with them. So without further ado, let's get started. With the release of Dominaria United, there's an insane amount of legendary creatures available for you to develop decks around. But I want to talk about some of the amazing legendary creatures that don't get talked about too often. These are legends that have been printed all the way back in 2015, Commander Legends, and some that have even been printed in Strixhaven. The first card I'm going to talk about today is one of my favorite decks to play. This commander is about bringing in massive creatures for the low cost of 3 mana. This is Jaleera, Master Polymorphist. Jaleera is only appearing in 618 decks on EDHREC, ranking her 577th in the most popular commanders. And I'm here to say that's too low. In running cheap instant spells that allow you to amass and bring out small bodies, you're able to sack those bodies and bring out massive Eldrazi's. Pathrazor, It That Betrays, Mire Battlesphere. There's an endless number of massive non-legendary creatures that you can bring out and start swinging in the next turn. Especially with the Annihilator effects on most of these Eldrazi's, you're going to just clear the board if there's no answer. Accompanied by massive Eldrazi's, we get large Krakens, Serpents, and other huge creatures that we can just absolutely obliterate our opponents with. Jaleera is like a 20-cent card and is not a card that I think should be slept on. Also, taking a look at her art, she's got this alligator that is being turned into a bunny, or perhaps a bunny being turned into an alligator. It looks like something off of like an Animorphs book cover. And she seems very nonchalant about it. She's got it looks like really long fingers, but my guess is a spell coming out, and that's what's hitting on our rabbit friend that's being turned into this gator. There are all sorts of books and chains and lights in her lab, so she's well educated and well equipped to turn rabbits into wine. You can become anything if I just put my mind to it. That's pretty cool. This next card came as a suggestion from a Reddit user of Fire and Fate. And upon researching this card, it's insane to me the fact that it isn't used as often as you would think. This card has gorgeous art and is ranked 141st in the top commanders being used on EDHREC. This card was printed once in Strixhaven and has a really cool alternate art also from Strixhaven. This card is Galazath Prismari. So this card is insane. It's only being used in 2,921 decks. It's a 3/4 flyer for 4 in Izzet colors. It has the ability to create a treasure the minute it spawns, and any artifact you have, treasures, perhaps, has the ability to tap for mana and be used on instants and sorcery spells. So if you use cards like Big Score, Unexpected Windfall, Pirate's Pillage, you're going to have a serious amount of treasures at your disposal. And you can use those treasures to cast those other instants and sorceries. Then once you have those treasures, you can stack them all and just pop out massive dragons. Using standard synergies of treasure with like Stormkiln Artist, Academy Manufacturer, Goldspan Dragon, run every Niv Mizzet if you want. You'll have the mana to pay for it. Galazath Prismari has gorgeous art. Take a look at this massive dragon swooping his way through the air, gusts of wind coming underneath his wings. There's a small phoenix he's accompanied by, but the blue sky transitioning into the red of this dragon's skin is absolutely breathtaking. And if you take a look at the alternate art in Strixhaven as well, he looks like a massive dinosaur. Really cool blues and reds in the sky, an amazing texture on his face. That's not a face I'd like to wake up to. A face only a mother can love. This card's bonkers, and I don't know why it hasn't been on my radar, but that will soon change. Our final card is the card of the day. Card of the day! This card has seen one single printing in Commander Legends. It's a fun deck that you get to create essentially a group hug-like gameplay. This is Gore Muldrak, Amphinologist. We're talking Salamander Tribal, baby. This card only appears in 803 decks, ranking it 496th among the top commanders on EDHREC. The goal of this deck is to give everybody salamanders, but those salamanders can't hit you. So protect your commander at all costs so that you can't be hit by salamanders. You run cards like Amoeboid Challenging, allowing you to change things into salamanders so that they can't hit you. So use cards like Artificial Evolution to turn things into salamanders, and then Peer Pressure to take control of everybody's cards. But be sure to hold on to some counter spells, because a lot of people are going to be mad at you, sending in a horde of 4/3 salamanders. Nothing will ever feel better than swinging with 10 4/3 salamanders at somebody for lethal. Gore as a commander have a lot of fun playing, but what I want to draw your attention to as well is the art that comes with him. Here we have this human scout holding his razor blade while he's moving through a marsh. But what I want to draw your attention to is what he's being watched by. Look in this left side. There is a small lizard-like creature, perhaps a salamander, that is peeping on him right from behind the tree. Just sort of like, hey man, you want me to fight for you? This is a great card and I really do recommend it. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any suggestions for cards I should check out, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.